Good morning, and I'm really excited to have Paul Stowers on our call. So thankful to have him on the Avini Health team. And oh my goodness, it's amazing what happens when somebody just stands up and starts leading. And you're doing that in Michigan, and the ripple effect is coming out to the rest of the world. But wow, Paul, I'll just turn it over to you, why you're who you are and why you're excited about Avini and why we are at the right place at the right time.
Well, thanks, Dave, for having me on this morning. And for those that are tuning in for the new PowerPoint, this is an updated PowerPoint, but it's still not the PowerPoint. We're still putting some final touches on that. And I hope to have that out here by the end of the month for sure. But I think you're going to enjoy today's presentation. But Dave, my background real simply has been in the industry 30 plus years. I've been on the corporate side, I've been on the field side, building teams. But genuinely, Dave, I've never been a part of a company with products that are so unique like Avini has, and we'll learn about here today, that have made such an impact on people's lives, including my own, starting 2.5 years ago with our Cell Defender product that I didn't connect the dots at the time when I heard about the product. It just connected with my spirit. I did have some health issues that were progressively getting worse. And when I got on the product within 90 days, my health conditions cleared up. And as our biochemist Rick Deitch says, a cleaner, healthier body fixes itself. And I've seen that over and over and over and over again, hundreds of times, and just people that I know and who they know. And that's really what's exciting. At the end of the day, it's about bringing products to the market that are genuinely bringing quality of life back to people's lives and even extending their life. And I do want to make the disclaimer that none of our products heal or cure anybody. The body's doing that. We're just removing the obstacles that get in the body's way to keep it from operating the way God intended it to operate. And so that's what we want to share about today, Dave. It's really, really exciting. And again, as we go out in the marketplace with these products and the ripple effect in the pond, we have these Avini ambassadors. They get passionate about wanting to share these products because of how much they're impacting other people's lives. And so we're really excited. The company is now about 20 months old. And just, I think back, Dave, when we were in May of 2022, we're down in Florida, or actually it was late April, for the first inaugural meeting with the leadership. And what a journey it's been on to where we're at today. But the future is just very bright, and we have a lot more people to help. So with that, I want to just jump right into the slides here today. We're going to take you through a short presentation that hopefully will enlighten some people, open eyes of other people's to the problem that we're experiencing in the market, in the world today, this modern world. And really, we talk about this as the healthy cell concept. That choosing health means learning how to supply your cells with everything they need while keeping them free of toxins they don't need. If you have healthy cells, right, you're healthy. You can't get sick. And that's the amazing miracle that the body is. But what we want to ask this question or start off with is this: how many people do you know in your own personal families and spheres of influence that have done everything right? They've done the good nutrition, even organic foods. They've taken their supplements, the best of the best, and they've even exercised. And yet they still get, at the end of the day, they still get a bad report from the doctor. How could that be? And that's the real question. I mean, because when you think about it and you really start to think about, okay, well, what could be causing this? Could it be the water that we're drinking? Maybe the air that we're breathing, the quality, or what's in the food that we're consuming that is, and even our supplements that are determining our level of health. And none of us would really probably consider the things that we're doing, especially if we feel we're doing all the right things that would be harmful to us. But that's really the question that we want to pose today is, are you toxic? This is a big buzzword in the marketplace of ideas out there that we are by nature, because of this modern world, the chemicals that we're surrounded with, just everything that we're doing has created an environment that has driven possibly sickness and disease like we've never experienced. And that's really the premise of what we want to start off with today, and really challenge your thinking that can we really out nutrition this environment that we've inherited? And a toxin is simply a chemical substance which damages an organism. And that's really the focus of the next few minutes we want to talk about. So toxins really are the foundational problem or challenges that we're experiencing at epidemic levels. It turns out that many, if not all, of the health issues causing people to feel exhausted, stressed, sick, or even suffering from illness may have links to heavy metal toxicity, chemicals, and VOCs. This is the underlying truth that's out there, that if you just look, you can Google all of this. You don't have to take our word for it. If you type in any major sickness and disease into the Google search engine and type in heavy metal toxicity next to it, just look and research what comes up and what it's tied to. I don't know about you, but I didn't really think about myself being full of heavy metals and toxins. But the National Institute of Health said in 1982 that 96% of all disease and sickness is directly or indirectly related to heavy metal toxicities. And these toxins interfere with normal cellular mechanisms like protein synthesis and metabolism. They're known to cause changes in your DNA over multiple generations. That's the thing called epigenetics, where we can pass this on genetically to our children and their children. Toxins also may cause endocrine disruptions, brain fog, kidney damage, liver damage, cancer, weight gain, and more. And so therefore, when you start to really look at this, and this is really 2.5 years ago when I heard about our main product and what it could do in pulling these toxins out of the body, I started researching this, and I realized that no matter what I did in this day and age, I could not out-nutrition the toxic environment that I live in, and that I breathe the air, I eat the food. And of course, we must do all that we can to remove these toxins from our environment and to decrease exposure. But the problem is that we are inundated every day with various combinations of over 70,000 known environmental toxins. So think about this. Over 70,000 known chemicals and toxins are in your world today, and only a little over 4,000 have been approved as safe by the FDA. So you have thousands and thousands of these new chemicals that are in the homes that we build, the carpets, the food, everything that you do. Just to address a little bit more, where do these toxins come from? They come from your food. How many people thought that I could get toxins from my food? We're taught about how to properly prepare food, but did you know that the heavy metals, arsenic and cadmium, are used as fertilizer enhancers? It actually makes the fertilizers that they spread across this country systemic, so it helps to pull up the nutrients into the plants, but it also, over time, there's these buildups of arsenic and cadmium and other heavy metals that are getting into the plants and the crops around this country. Of course, it's in the air and water through exhaust and cigarettes and household chemicals and gasoline and oil and toxic skincare products. And there is a whole host of things. And again, I challenge anybody who doesn't believe that this to be true, just Google it. It's everywhere, and it's of epidemic proportions. And it's even there before we're born. There was a study, the landmark cord blood study, that was done in 2005 that researched mothers, it studied mothers, and it tested them for these heavy metals and toxins. And I think they found over 286 or 7 heavy metals and toxins in the mother. But in the umbilical cords of the newborn children, they studied that, and they found over 270 that were inside the umbilical cord, and over 200 industrial chemicals, pollutants, and pesticides that were found in the children, the babies. So it's no wonder that we have the health issues that we are experiencing today, because these are all things that cause a stress in the body, they're roadblocks to the body's ability to heal itself. These heavy metals, they bind to enzymes and they disrupt normal cellular metabolism. And lead, mercury, aluminum, arsenic, the brain and nervous tissues, Alzheimer's, ADD, autism, peripheral neuropathy. Again, Google this, you'll see this to be true. Cadmium, nickel, is known to cause lung damage, emphysema, sinuses, and cancers. Chromium, cobalt, lead, mercury are carcinogens. And so again, just do your own research and see what these things are how prevalent they are in society, and how they're causing this major breakdown in the body's ability to heal itself. And then there's these things called PFAS, which are these forever chemicals that you can never get rid of. These are in everything. And again, the science is there, the research is there, but how many people like microwave popcorn? The popcorn bags are lined with these PFASs. You got eye makeup. How about pizza? Anybody like pizza out there? They're in the pizza boxes because they're coating the lining of the pizza. Paints and sealants and varnishes. If you live in a modern house today, it's on the walls, it's in the carpets, that for the next 10 years, the carpet's going to put up these chemicals that it's been treated with into the air. It is impossible to get away from these things. Non-stick cookware, of course, we've heard about that, but candy wrappers and shampoo and fast food packaging wrappers, pesticides, and on the list goes of these PFASs that are in the environment that we're taking in through the food we eat and the air we breathe. Then there's a thing called volatile organic compounds, and these have their own unique effects on not only in the environment, but also to you as you, again, go about your day. There are human health impacts of these. You can, again, read about it, but it causes headache, loss of coordination, nausea, damage to liver, kidney, central nervous systems. Some organics can cause cancer in animals and are known to cause cancer in humans, and on and on and on it goes. So with that being stated, as we just showed in just a few minutes, how healthy do you think that you are? And how long and how much buildup of heavy metals, VOCs, PFAS does it take before your body has a critical failure? I like to use this as an analogy. Think of your body as a freeway, and your body is traveling down that freeway uninhibited at 70 miles an hour. And all of a sudden, in the roadway, in this freeway, there's a roadblock that all of a sudden shows up in the middle of that freeway. That your body, this vehicle traveling down this freeway, has to slow down and then, bypass that, deal with that impasse and get around it and get back up to 70 miles an hour. Well, your body's designed to get rid of these things and deal with these things. However, because of the amount of heavy metals and toxins in the environment that are prevalent of epidemic proportions everywhere, imagine your body now going down this freeway at 70 miles an hour, and there's a roadblock maybe at every mile marker, and then at every 10th of a mile marker. And pretty soon, your body cannot even get up to 70 miles an hour. It's hitting a roadblock at every 10th of a mile. So it might only be able to do 20 or 30 miles an hour, get around that impasse, get back up to 20 or 30, and deals with another roadblock and so forth. And eventually, there's so many roadblocks in your body's system that your body comes to a screeching stop. It can't even get around that impasse. And that's where you have critical failure. So that is really a visual of what's happening to your body. And imagine if you had a solution, and what if there was a way to get rid of those roadblocks so that so that there's no impasses for your body to have to try to get around, and it can freely travel back again at 70 miles an hour. Do you think you'd be a healthier person if there was a solution like that? And so that's really what we want to talk about here today, is how do we get rid of these things out of the body so that your body can function as it was designed to function. When people ask me what I do for a living, I say I'm in the toxic removal business, and we specialize in the human body by decreasing the body burden with Avini Health products. So that's really what we are at Avini. We're in the toxic removal business. We're specializing in the human body, and we're decreasing this body burden, that these bioaccumulation of these toxins and heavy metals in the body. We are helping through our products to decrease that so your body can function at its optimum levels. And so let's just introduce you to Avini Health here real quick, and who our leaders are. Our company was founded in May of 2022 by these three gentlemen. Neil Roth, our CEO, who ran a little company called Eckerd Drugs and Revco and these billion-dollar pharmaceutical drug companies. Rick Deitch, who's our chief science officer. He's got his biochemistry degree from the master's degree from the University of Florida. He's been a chief science product developer for billion-dollar companies. He's also the main man behind these products. And then you have Doug Dickey, our VP of sales, one of the other founders, who leads the charge in the field and just really getting the word out there and helping us get the word out there about who we are and what we do at Avini. But just to give you a little bit more about who we are, because I want to lay a foundation that we're a company that is here to exist far into the future to continue to produce high quality products, providing the very best science-backed, life-saving products to the people that need them. Getting our products shipped out quickly as possible and respecting our distributor force, paying them well and on time. That is our goal and our mission here at Avini Health, is to get these life-saving products out, shipped on time every time, and then rewarding our distributors for doing that on time all the time. And really, at the end of the day, that's who we are. And here's a couple of pictures of our manufacturing facility down in Boca Raton, Florida. We had a chance this past fall. We had just moved into this upgraded facility. This is an 18,500 square foot FDA CGMP regulated manufacturing facility. It's we were there when they were just getting set up, but it just gives you an idea. We outgrew our other facility in less than a year. That now we've 3 times the size of our production and our ability with new machinery. You can see Rick Deitch in the background there, kind of pointing to some of the equipment. And it's really, really exciting to see what's going on here at Avini Health. But it's real, with real products that are changing lives, and they have a mission. We're all in this mission to get the word out about helping people get rid of these toxins. But now that we've kind of set the foundation of the problem and who we are as a company and what we're about, let's get into our products. And we've got several products here we're going to address. We're going to go through all these very quickly that address removing these heavy metals and toxicity, and then even really supporting products that help with pain relief and even weight management and hydration that we just launched. So let's start off with the main product here. This is what we call the tip of the spear. It's a flagship product we call Cell Defender with a proprietary detoxifying trademark process. There's not a product on the market that is out there that is a clinoptil-like zeolite, activated zeolite product that uses the detoxifying process. It's a 34-step, 3-day, 4-day process to produce this product. And what it is, what Cell Defender does, it's a tiny negatively charged cage that pulls out heavy metals and other toxins. It's an oral dropper, and basically it pulls out things like benzene and dioxin and forces their excretion, as well as cadmium, lead, mercury, arsenic. It does not like, it won't pull out, because a lot of people ask, will it pull out the calcium, magnesium, potassium, your good metals? And it does not pull that out. It has only affinity for the bad metals. And it's supported by 14 clinical studies, 6 have been published, and there's actually a peer review done that references 3 of the 6 published clinical studies that prove and show that it pulls out these heavy metals and toxins, these roadblocks that are disrupting the body up to 15 times your normal level of excretion. And so Rick Deitch likes to say it this way: when you take this product, again, it's not curing or healing anybody other than removing those roadblocks, and a cleaner, healthier body fixes itself. And that's such a true statement. This is about, if you had a choice to put, so when I first started looking at this product, and this is really the product that took care of a lot of my health issues that I wasn't even aware of I had until I started taking this product and realized things went away that were no longer a problem, is that in my research in the last 2.5 years, I realized that I could not out-nutrition the toxins and heavy metals in our environment. I couldn't do it. And so what's unique about this is that by taking this product, this Cell Defender product, and pulling out these heavy metals, these toxins, our bodies then are able to do amazing things and again, heal itself through what Rick says: a cleaner, healthier body fixes itself. And this cage-like structure here of the zeolite is what makes it so unique, is that it has a negative charge. And it's a 3-dimensional framework that basically traps these environmental pollutants and balances the exchange of these calcium, magnesium, phosphates It exchanges that for the bad stuff, and then it just hides it in the body, and the body just kicks this out. I think because really all clinoptilite zeolite is dirt. And it's one of the things in nature that has a negative charge. In nature, it cleans nature of the toxins and heavy metals. But Rick has figured out how to make this small enough to get it into your bloodstream. It's clean, it's micronized, so it's less than 1 micron in size, gets into the bloodstream lymphatic system. And then it's like having a bunch of these little sponges going around your bloodstream, sucking up all these heavy metals and toxins. And then your body just kicks it out through the urine. It's an amazing, amazing product. And I know there's a ton of testimonials you can reference on this as far as what happens when we get rid of these heavy metals. So we're really excited about Cell Defender as our core product, but we also have other products that assist the body's ability to heal itself. As immunity mushrooms, this is a blend of 7 medicinal mushrooms and zeolite that's in a patented blend that delivers a powerful therapeutic punch, protecting you against seasonal colds, flu, and other serious health conditions. This is what's unique about this product, this immunity mushrooms, is it's an immune modulator. If you've ever heard of the beta glucans, 1316 beta glucans, the way that we grow our mushrooms, which makes it unique, is we grow them in competition one with another. So it increases the beta glucans 1,000% more than anything else out there. And what that does for your body and your immune system is it's like giving your body extra walkie-talkies, your immune system, to better communicate with each other so that it can function. So if you have a hyperactive or underactive immune system, it kind of helps to balance that out. So this is a great product to add to the Cell Defender. So as you're removing the heavy metals and toxins, we're going to support the immune system. And then this also has a zeolite in it, a clinoptilite zeolite. We call it first pass, that will help pull out the toxins out of the gut area, and while you're removing it systemically through the bloodstream. Then we have this plus fiber. I call this not your mama's fiber. This stuff is amazing. It's a natural whole food fiber drink mix, accompanied with micronized and activated zeolite as well. It's the only fiber in the market that has zeolite in it. And it's formulated to help maintain healthy cholesterol, blood sugar levels, support digestive gut health, and help with weight loss. We can actually say what you see on this can here, this product display, it says reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease. We can make that medical claim about this product. We can make the medical claim it helps lower cholesterol. We can make the claim that it stabilizes healthy blood sugar. Results with people that have sugar issues, how that helps to stabilize that. Supports healthy colon and gut. How many people have heard of leaky gut? This helps to seal up leaky gut. It's just an amazing product. Stimulate the growth of healthy bacteria and aids in the removal of toxins from the digestion tract. There is not a fiber in the market that even comes close to this product. And again, it's just an amazing support for overall health, very good health. Then we have a product called Nano Silver. This is not your ionic silver or even your colloidal silvers you might be familiar with. This is all about science and about shape and size. It contains a nanocrystalline metallic core silver of 0.9999% silver surrounded by a little oxide coating. Now, what makes that unique is these 7 to 10 nanometer spherical silver metallic cores are suspended in pure water. Now, most other silvers in the market, if not all, they either ionic silver falls out of suspension, or if you're dealing with colloidal silvers, they have to use things to suspend the silver to keep it from falling out of suspension that are not good for you. We use pure water. And what's unique about this is that you can boil our silver, you can freeze it, and it does not fall out of suspension. What that means is that it's safe and effective for you to drink. We have one of the only safety studies done on ingestible silvers, and we see amazing results. If anybody understands the power of silver for protecting you, for antifungal, antibacterial, antiparasitic, folks, this product is a great add-on to helping to remove the living things out of your body. So with the Cell Defender, we're pulling out the inorganic things, the non-living things. With the Nano Silver, we're helping to deal with these bad things in your body that are living things. And when you do those two things, folks, you have a healthy body. Then we have this thing called trim science. It's interesting out there how everybody else deals with weight loss. We are not a weight loss company, but we understand that toxins are the driving factor of obesity in our country. The trends have continued. There's some stats here below, but basically currently there's the obesity epidemic is upwards of 43% in the last 25 years. Now, what's interesting is that the rats and mice that are being studied and the marsupial population have grown to be 42 to 43% obese as well. So what's driving that is not the fact that we're all eating ding dongs necessarily at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's the fact that the toxins in the environment that bioaccumulating in the body are being sequestered in the fat cells of the body and the bones and different parts of our body. Your body's mechanism of protecting itself, and it's driving up obesity. But what if there was a product that was designed to specifically address, along with the cell defender and the fiber, and you take this product together synergistically, that helps to remove the toxins that the body's been storing in the fat cells to cause the body to release that. And then therefore, when the fat cell is gone, the body does not want to replace that fat cell to store more toxins and heavy metals. You see, we're dealing with weight loss at a whole new fundamental level than anybody else out there. And it comes in four actually flavors: chocolate, coffee, matcha, and lemonade, some amazing flavors to allow people to find the flavor that they like and take it consistently. And we're seeing amazing results. My wife, who was last year training for a bodybuilding show, used the trim science, she used the fiber, she used the cell defender, and she not only lost in 5.5 months going through menopause 21.5 pounds of fat, she gained 11 pounds of muscle. You see, what's interesting is as you get rid of the toxins in the fat cells, the body releases that, the body starts to gain muscle. And it's an amazing dynamic. This is a phenomenal product for weight management and support. And then we just came out with this incredible product called Plus Hydration. Without, all of us are familiar with electrolytes, the need for them. I mean, Gatorade and all these liquid IV, which is a popular one I was using for a while. There's a ton of these out there, and we all understand the importance of hydration, and that a body that's not hydrated is a sick body, right? Because if the body's not getting well hydrated, which you're mostly made up of water in your body, then your atrophy of not only your muscles, but atrophy of your organs, and you just don't function. Brain fog and lots of health issues derive from not being hydrated. Well, what's unique about our product is this. It's called the thing. Companies ignore this, but it's called osmolality. And osmolality is a measure of solid particles in liquid. Water will always flow from areas of low osmolality to areas of high osmolality. So the osmolality of the stomach is at least 250. For water to be absorbed efficiently from the stomach, the osmolality needs to be less than 250. And you know what? All hydration products out there, like Gatorade and your favorite hydration product out there, you know what the osmolality is? It's above 250. It's above what your stomach is. So guess what's not happening? If again, I want to read this because it's important. Osmolality is a measure of solid particles in liquid. Water will always flow from areas of low osmolality to high osmolality. So if you have a product that's below your stomach's osmolality, in this case, ours is a maximum 220, what it's doing is think of your whole body taking a drink. It's like it forces the cells to uptake this hydration like no other product in the market. And we are seeing absolute amazing stories and amazing things that are happening in the body when the body truly gets hydrated. And so my own personal story on this, I started playing tennis again back in 2015 a lot. And then I switched over to pickleball, and I played 15, 20 hours a week, and my calf muscles were always knotted. They were always tight. It just wouldn't. And as you get older, you start to think of these things as like, well, it's just my age. It's just something I have to deal with. Maybe I didn't stretch enough. What I didn't realize is that my calves were not being hydrated. And when I started taking this product, within less than 10 days, all of a sudden I started walking around the house. I got up one morning. I'm like, oh my goodness, my calves are not knotted anymore. The muscles of my calves feel like every other muscle in my body for the first time in many years. And it was amazing. And I can run like I'm 20, although I'm not. But anyways, another product that we have in our arsenal here at Avini Health is to deal with pain. Now, this doesn't have a clinoptilolite zeolite in it, but we know a lot of people that deal with pain issues. And this is a very, very unique product. It's actually made from cobra venom, Asian cobra venom, and it's a special peptide that Rick has isolated. We down in South Florida, we milk over 300 cobras, and we take their venom, and he isolates it. About 20% of that venom have these peptides that can be isolated, and then we dilute it down. And this is an actual homeopathic OTC drug for pain relief, and it blocks the acetylcholine receptors of the big pain channel. This peptide blocks that channel. So it's a major stimulator receptor in the nervous system, an activator of the inflammatory pathway. So this product cuts inflammation and reduces the pain channel, that blocks that pain channel. So it mutes that pain to where people that were on a 7, 8, or 9 are now saying it's like a 1 or 2, and it's life quality giving like no other product. This comes in a roll-on version. It comes in a roller ball, a gel, a roller ball, and also an oral spray. But it's a phenomenal product. The doctor, if you listen to Dr. Kim, I interviewed him last week on a call. He gave an amazing testimony. I was there witnessing what took place, but how this product, where he couldn't even swing a golf club within 6 or 7 holes, he's actually able to play. It was an amazing story. But we see this over and over again, really, really helping people. And I think this is a great addition. If you can help to cut inflammation and block this pain channel so people can get out there and be active again, and then you get rid of the toxins and the heavy metals, and you get rid of through the nanosilver, you get rid of the living organisms that are bad in the body. You're really firing on all cylinders here. And then we have this thing called Plus Energy. So this is another product in our arsenal that is very unique. It's made with ADX7, and this is basically Siberian ginseng that Rick has figured out how actually the Russians figured this out, but we have access to this ADX7 to crack open the power of that. And using a natural source of caffeine, we balance it with L-theanine so you don't get any jitters. But this product for pre-workout, for stamina, for focus, it's really not an energy product as much as it's going to give you incredible focus and stamina. My wife, who trained last year on her watch, if she didn't take this product, she would lose half of her calorie burn. If she takes the product, she would double her ability and calorie burn in her workouts. It was absolutely amazing. I use this in my playtime of pickleball, and I will tell you that if I don't have this product beforehand, my ability to make decisions and execute on the court are totally different. It's just an amazing support product. And this also does have activated clinoptilolite zeolite in it as well. So an amazing product. And then in conclusion here of our products, we just launched, again, our Cell Defender and Plus Read products for our pets, our furry friends. And this product is amazing. How many pets do we have that have toxin problems as well? Think about a dog or cat. They're walking on four hands and feet, basically, close to the ground. They're in contact with toxins all day long at a very high level of concentration. And again, they have the same problems that we have over time. These bioaccumulation of toxins in their body help to disrupt their body's ability to heal itself. And we now have a Cell Defender for pets, for both cats and dogs. And then also we have a homeopathic plus relief product for cats and dogs for pain and inflammation. It's non-narcotic and non-addictive. So these are amazing products that just came out. We literally just got the notice yesterday that you can now purchase these, and we can now help our pets live quality lives as well. So that kind of concludes just a quick overview of our problem in our environment, who we are as Avini, addressing how we solve these problems with these products. And the next question, logical question is if you have all your questions answered, well, and maybe you don't, I would encourage you to get back with the person who invited you to learn more about these products. We have a ton of resources to back up everything we're saying, but you can become a retail customer today by just simply visiting the person who invited you to this presentation. They have a referral website that you can just go and purchase products at retail. You set up an account like you would on Amazon, and you can buy some of our products. But if you want to become a distributor, you can buy products at wholesale. Now, becoming a distributor does not mean you have to go out there and tell anybody about these products, although we'd love to have you as an ambassador. But really, if you'd like to get the best savings on your products, you can sign up as a wholesale buyer distributor with a one-time activation pack product. This is the best time, or best not time, but best pricing that you'll ever get on your initial enrollment. And this is a one-time purchase. So you pick your pack, doesn't matter which one, that fits what you're looking for. And it sets you up in our system as a lifetime member. There's no ongoing monthly cost, no annual fees. There's no mandatory auto ships. Although we do incentivize auto ships. If you choose to want to do that and you're buying products on a monthly basis, you can save an additional 20% or get it back in the form of rebate credits, but you don't have to do that. But this allows you to buy at the best pricing. So again, the person who invited you to this presentation can point you back to where to see this and how, what pack makes the most sense. Whether you purchase retail or whether you purchase wholesale, whether you decide you want to learn how to make some extra income and pay for your products and share it with other people, and maybe even turn it into a part-time business, wherever you fall, it's all about helping people understand the need for these products in our world that we live in. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation that is to come. We're here just to simply share our stories, to share our testimonies of how these products are changing lives. We have a website that you can go to that has 1,000+ testimonials of how these products are changing lives. And it's really about just understanding how we are impacted by these products and then sharing that story with others that can make a difference. And so I want to thank you for attending today's presentation. I know it was probably a quick overview. Hopefully there was some new things you learned, but the most important thing I hope you understand is that we can't out-nutrition the environment that we've inherited, and we need products like these to help give our bodies the opportunity and a chance to heal itself. So go out there today in your world, make a difference, help share these products with others, but start with yourself. Dave, I'm going to kick it back to you for anything you want to add at the end here, but that kind of concludes the overview for today.
Well, you've said it really well. The opportunity is unsurpassed. What I love about this business is a business, but you profit by doing good, amazing good. And so the spiritual income or the emotional rewards you get in helping somebody that maybe has some problems and they've given a second chance as far as their health when they use these products. And so hope is a wonderful word. And that's what we have all in a bottle. And you said it well. Thank you, Paul. Glad you're on our team.
Dave, do you see anybody online that maybe could give a testimony by chance, or a couple of people?
Let's see. Let's see. Let's go back to here. And there's probably quite a few people here. Well, I'll just pick one. Barb Ostrom, would you be open to saying something? I'll put you on the spot here. I'm just scrolling down here. Okay.
Good morning. Good morning, Dave. This is Barb.
Hi. What do you think about all of this?
Well, I'm thrilled about these products. And I actually was able to get the detoxifying or the zeolite about 17 years ago when I was very ill. And an upshot of the whole thing was that the last physician I saw was someone who we had done plenty of tests, blood work, scans, brain scans, all kinds of tests, and even a neurological exam. And what I was having was pain and numbness on my left side, blurred vision, weight gain, extreme exhaustion. And the physician said that he could find nothing wrong with me and that I was fine. Well, and how about some antidepressants? And I said no to that. I went home, cried out in prayer, what is wrong? You know what is wrong. Please help me find what I need to do to get well and find out what is wrong. And through a channel of connections, I was able to find this zeolite product that Rick had just put out on the market. It was a different company at the time. And I literally went from not being able to focus to the point where I would go to the store to get things with a list and I wouldn't get what I was supposed to get. I would waste time buying things on sale. So after I got on the zeolite product, I could go to the store with a carload of grandkids with no list and be in and out of the store in 15 minutes. And I regained my strength. All my symptoms went away. And I was able to follow Rick through the years. And when he finally decided to have his own company, I was thrilled to join in and help get the knowledge of these products out to the people.
Awesome.
We could do this all day, couldn't we, Paul? It's pretty much everyone has a story.
Yeah. Thanks, Barb, for sharing. That's awesome. That's really what it's about, Dave. I mean, I found that when you find a product that changes your life and starts changing lives around you, it's very easy. In fact, really, you almost have a responsibility to share with others just because of how impactful these products are. It's just a natural. You're not trying to convince anybody. You're not trying to sell anybody. You're just sharing, hey, I have a product that can remove these roadblocks. I have a product that is, changing lives. Listen to this story, listen to this story, and you need this, and here's why, and here's how it can help you. And then just like a ripple effect in the pond, it's how we make a difference. So great story, Barb.
I think in my mind, how we identify ourselves so much is our work. If you meet somebody new and get conversations going, other than the name, one of the first things that comes up is, what do you do? And I think that can give us so much satisfaction in our lives as our work. And I think, wow, wouldn't it be wonderful to have an exciting career? But this is more than a career. This is a calling. And you've been affected by this. All of a sudden you think, I've got to let other people know. And I believe that's what's driving this, is just inside all of us. If we really truly believe in something, if we've had something profound happen, it just naturally, we want to share it with the people we love. And then here's Avini, where that would happen anyway. But what if we could actually monetize that and teach people to do it purposefully? And then you just do it consistently over time. And then it gets harnessed by this idea of not just go to work and share it every day, but teach it to other people. And then you get this multiplying effect, and you get to be the beginning of throwing that little rock in the pond, and the ripples come out, and suddenly doing this again and again, teaching other people to do it again and again. And you've got this wonderful feeling that you started something, and now thousands of people are being affected in wonderful ways because of this product. And like Steve Jobs says, stories. Wow. It's fun to have a wonderful, exciting story. And when you share this with people, nobody's heard of it before. I found about 8% of the people, when you say zeolite, they haven't even heard of that, let alone optilolite and going into all of the other stuff. And so everybody needs this, and nobody even knows about it. So, wow.
I think it's important to note too, because a lot of people think, well, I just don't know that many people. I don't have a big sphere of influence. They may love the product. I heard it said years ago when I was a youth pastor, I had one of my mentors kind of challenge me one time with this thought. And he goes, he says, God wired all of us like the wattage of light bulbs. Some are wired at 60 watts, some are 100 watts, some are 300 watts, some even maybe 1,000-watt light bulb, and they burn really bright. He says, what God is most concerned about is that you operate at the wattage that he made you. He doesn't expect a 100-watt light bulb to operate at 300. He just expects me to live up to the wattage he wired me at. And what's really unique is that all of us contribute to Avini, right? We all, whether we're 60 watt, 100 watts, 300 watts, we all contribute. And the neat part about the way the business model is structured is that I might only be a 60-watt light bulb or even a 100-watt, but because of how the cooperative marketing trinary system works, if I am able to connect with a few people through my wattage that I'm wired at, and they connect with a few people, and they connect with a few people, all of a sudden, a 500-watt light bulb or a 1,000-watt light bulb, Dave, shows up in my organization. And guess what? We all get the benefit. I get the benefit at a 100-watt light bulb. I get the benefit off the, working together with someone that burns a lot brighter than I burn. And we get to share cooperatively in helping getting Avini out to the world. And that's really, I love that about this compensation plan, that it takes all wattages of light bulbs to make Avini work, if I can use that analogy. And I think it's just very appropriate because, again, we just all have to operate or at the wired wattage that we were made, and not try to be somebody we're not. We have tremendous tools. We have presentations. We have Dave Johnson. We have Chip Littlejohn and Marcy, and we have Doug Dickey, and we have all these other leaders out there that all we have to do is just get people plugged in. If we're a low wattage light bulb, just use the tools to share, to tell the stories. There's a website that has thousands of testimonies. Share the testimonies. You don't have to know how to even tell your own story. So if we do that collectively, we can make a huge impact in this world. And it's going to take all of us collectively to do that. Some are the hands, some are the feet. We're all part of the body, right? So we all do different things, but we all need to work synergistically, collectively together, and we can change the world.
I love that. More heart than talent. Just be a talent scout. If you don't have the talent, go find them. So let's do this. Thank you. And wow, don't be a secret agent, Avini distributor. Let people know.